I was just pulling balls out of the, nope, I'm not panicking, but I'm a little bit panicking. Oh, what a mess. So that video was just a lie. Was the execution there or no? Oh my god, I'm so mad. I just find things and I put them on, okay? Hi, welcome or welcome back to the cozy chaos that is my channel. It is 2026 and this craft room needs a reset. So if you don't know, in December I did a 2-day market and then I did a 7-day pop-up. After all that, I just put everything in here. During the making of it, everything got dumped. This is all still stuff from the actual events and it just has been a mess for the past, I'm gonna say 2 months. And I put so much effort into this room, into getting it right for what I need it for, and it just needs a reset for 2026 and I'm in the mood to do it, so let's just go for it. I do have these new additions. These are just some like wire shelves, I guess. I've got some there and I have some here. I think I'm going to put like things that I've made in there, like things that are up here, like my blankets and things like that, into these shelves just so that they have a space, and then hopefully I can clear some of this off because this has always bothered me how this looks. This is all stuff from like when we moved in almost a year ago that I've still not put away, but the main issue is the desk, so I'm just gonna like get going with it and see where we go. A lot of it is just like bags of yarn and like project bags with yarn still in, so I'm just gonna get going. I'm gonna start with putting some yarn away and then see what's left basically. I really do this year want to be a little bit more organized because I just get in the habit of throwing things in here when it's convenient, and I want this space to be useful and I want it to be creative and I want it to be inspiring, and it's just not at the minute. I think I need to clear the floor actually first. It's just wrapping paper and this bluey chair, which if you're a parent you know about these chairs, and that my house doesn't really have anywhere for it to go, so it lives in here and never gets used, but it's going outside. I feel like I need to mention that for you it's 2026, for me it's the 13th of December. That's why there's still wrapping paper. Okay, I'm gonna just start firing my yarn into these cubbies. So I have a lot of chunky left over from making beanie hats. If you're unfamiliar with how I do this, if I have, say, like a partly used ball and a ball that hasn't been touched at all, these are 2 different yarns. If I have 2 yarns that are the same, but one of them has been used, that one goes at the front and then the one that hasn't been used goes behind. This is half a ball because I used it for half a hat, but it's not quite small enough for me to wind up, so I'm just going to put it there, nice and neat, you can't even see it. These organza bags, if you order from Wool Warehouse, your order comes in an organza bag and you can opt out of that, but I always stay opted in because these are so useful. For example, everything I took to the market was in organza bags. It kept everything organised and together, and it meant that I knew where everything was. If I'm putting a whip away, then I'll put it in an organza bag with the yarn that I'm using and maybe even a hook that I'm using, and it just keeps it all together. So these are like gold dust and I love them. I don't think I'll ever stop getting them, even if I have a million. I don't think I'll ever stop. Okay, that's one bag empty. I'm going to move on to another one. This one is a project bag, believe it or not. What is this? I think this is a double knit, but I already have a white double knit out, so that one's gone behind. This one is an Aran. I'm going to put that there with that. Oh, this has gotten a bit messed up since doing the market because I was just pulling balls out of the, nope. I was just pulling yarn out of the wall and using it willy-nilly, so it has got a little bit mixed up. I made one of these. If you know, you know. No one's ever going to use that. And if you're spending £230 on one of those, you're insane. I started making another one, gave up instantly. So I'm going to actually, because I'm being a little bit lazy and I just want this done, I'm going to just put this to the side and I'll wind it up properly later. I'll put it there. I'm really wanting to do a spring market or a summer market, maybe an Easter market. I don't know. I had so much fun doing the one that I've just done that I really want to do another one, and I've been thinking about things that I could make for it. My most popular pattern is my tulip bandana pattern, and I feel like they would do quite well in the spring and summer on a stall. So I'm thinking of making a few more of those and just signing up for it. And I think as well, like, I am at the beginning of my like business journey when it comes to markets and pop-ups and stuff. So I'm just like, if I test it out throughout the year and if I make nothing, then it's been like a learning curve and an experience, and if I make something, then that's good. And I'm just sort of like viewing it like that. So I would like to do a market in the spring or the summer, or both. Why not both? That's another one empty. So yes, I've been thinking about like what I could make and just sort of not planning, but sort of being mindful of it. I'm also thinking about like what I want my YouTube to look like for 2026, and I have so many ideas. My daughter's going to be starting nursery, so I'm going to have a little bit more time as well. I feel like I want to use that time to like better myself, and I'm going to just, I don't know, I feel like 2026 is going to be a really good year for me. I can like feel it in my bones. This yarn is actually, I bought this specifically for a business called Fiker and Fell commissioned me to make 10 book cozies for them, and she picked out some yarn and this is that yarn. So I think I'm actually going to try and keep this all together so that I don't accidentally use it for something else. I'm going to put it in here. I'm really excited about this one, which is so boring. It's just brown, but it's brown tweed, and I think it's just really nice. And if you have been watching my videos lately, you'll know I had a bit of a tweed kit, but she picked some beautiful yarns. Look at those. Look how stunning they are. And now I have another organza bag. Okay, we're making progress. That's 3 bags of yarn that is now put away. Moving on to bag 4. I also just have like one random one on my desk. Oh my gosh, this has all sorts in it. Okay. These are both Aran. Oh, this is a mess. I'm not panicking, but I'm a little bit panicking. Okay, that one I had to put down. I have to put that down and work out of it because that is too much going on. Okay, change of plan. Before I finish emptying that, I'm going to put some of this stuff that I've made that I use into the new like wire cubbies. This is a 6-day star blanket. This is the only one that I've ever made for myself and I love it, and I keep it in here to keep me warm when I'm working in here because this is kind of a cold room. What else was on here? A cardigan. Because again, it gets cold in here. This is just a hexacardi that I actually made like, I made this like 4 years ago. Oh, she's cute. I never wear this. Okay, keeping that on. This is a jumper that I bought off Vinted because it's giving Gilmore Girls. How cute is this? And you might be thinking, what's that? There is a hole in it. So I've left it in here so that I can it just needs a stitch to hold it together. But how beautiful is that? I need to do that so I can wear that in this weather. Like, it's long, it's thick, it's got a high neck, it's gonna be so cozy. I need to fix it. Okay, I think I'm going to put it in here because then I can still see it. So it's in there. I can still see it so I won't forget about it, and I can get to it and I can fix it, and then it'll just go in my wardrobe. I also have a baby cardigan with one sleeve. It literally just needs another sleeve and then it's finished. Like, I've even done the edging around the collar and everything. It needs another sleeve and then it's finished. So I'm going to put that. Oh, is that what that yarn was on? Aha! I'm going to put this in an organza bag and I'm going to put it in the whip box. I have a lot of bobbles which I was using to make scrunchies. See, things like this that are for crocheting but aren't wool or yarn, I never really know what to do with. I'm gonna leave these to the side for now because I actually don't even know where to put them. I have a few just like ends of chenille from when I was making scrunchies. Don't drop those. Oh my god. This is all just like little bits of chenille, so I've put it in there. That one is unraveling. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. Okay. This one is all just ends of acrylic. So the little like balls that I have in here are gonna just go in here. I do want to make a scrap project this year because I feel like I've got all these little ends and I never really use them, so I don't know what I would make with them. I want to make something. If you have any like scrap project ideas, let me know. It's all just like, it's mainly dark colours and then a couple of like pinks. There's like a lot of pinks. I don't know why I've got so many pinks. I don't really use pink. And then it's all like neutrals and like dark colours, and I feel like if you ignore this, that's quite a good colour palette. I don't know, I feel like there's something here. There's something here. I don't know what it is. There's something there. I also have some granny squares which I was going to make into a balaclava and didn't. So they're going to go in the whip box. They'll probably get used for something. I made a TikTok counting all of the bands from the market, and since I've been doing this, I've just been finding more bands. So that video was just a lie. I made this little star snowflake thing, and I made one and thought it was ugly, so it's going in the bin. That's another one empty. See, I feel like I could use one of these cubes for all my project bags and like organza bags. Maybe one low down that I like won't need to access a lot, because they all just either sit here with loads of stuff in or they are like just thrown around my house and I never know where they are. So I feel like if I can make a conscious effort to empty them and put them away, then maybe I would be more organised. So they're gonna go in a little cubby under the desk that I can't really see. Found this little bag which has a lot of like tape measures in, and I feel like that might be a nice idea just for now to put all the things in that I was saying I don't really know where to put them, namely bobbles. Like, just for now, like just to keep them out of the way, like just for now. I don't know what to do with this. I might put it in the whip box to frog it because this is a really nice colour yarn and I really like it and no one's ever going to use this. I'm certainly not going to use it. I just made it for a video to show how easy it would be. Okay, I need honest opinions. I crocheted this bucket hat. It is furry. It's really soft and really warm. The vision was there. Was the execution there or no? Like, is this giving what I think it's giving or no? I feel like these fur bucket hats are in like everywhere. They're in Primark, they're in River Island, they're everywhere. And I was like, I could make one of those, and I made one, and I just, let me take this off. Is the vision there or no? Could I get away with wearing this in public is my question. I genuinely don't know, and I need someone to tell me straight. Just tell me straight. Don't let me look at it. Does it look good or no? Okay, the next thing that I want to work on is this. This is everything that I have left from the markets and the pop-up that I did. The one underneath has all of like the stands and like display pieces. Ideally, I would get everything into one box and then be able to close a lid on it so that I can put it in the loft until next Christmas, but I fear that there's just too much stuff. We're finding all the angles today. I've still got this bloody hat on. So in here, I know that there's a hat in here that I actually just recently sold, so I need to get that out. This is the last hat that I've sold of the season. It's going away today. So this is all hats, baby hats, ear warmers, Kindle cozies. That's all in here. This is all scrunchies and then handbags. I sold one handbag, which is a miracle. I'm like honestly considering just donating all of these. I might keep one for my daughter to just play with, but then I'm thinking of just donating them all because I've had them for over a year and I've sold 2 ever. Like 1 a year isn't a good track record for these, so I am considering just donating them. It would be interesting to see if I donated them to a charity shop what price they would put on them. That would be really interesting to see. So I think I'm going to leave this one out for my daughter because I think she would enjoy putting things in that. I have 2 scarves in here and then freaking 5 handbags. To be honest, the scrunchies could stay out because scrunchies are like year round, I feel, so they could probably stay out. The next question is, where is the lid for this? And I do not know the answer right now. I also have this tiny little newborn cardigan. How cute is that? I don't have any friends who are having babies right now, so I'm going to put it in here, but if anyone gets pregnant, let me know because there's a cardie here for you. I feel like I'm making good progress. This is actually looking so much better than it was earlier. I think anything that is like seasonal is going to go in the loft, and anything that is year round I'm going to keep out just because I do want to do another market in the spring or the summer. But all the display stuff I'm going to put in a box in the loft because I'll be able to just get it down and like put it in the car. I know what I have. If I need to get it out, I need to get it out, but at least it's out the way and then I can easily access it if I need it. I am going to have to stop in a minute because I have to go to work for a couple of hours, but I'm going to keep going until the last second because I'm motivated to. I know that looks like I'm just stacking things, but that's all Christmas presents and I'm going to be wrapping those today, so I'm just putting them by the door. They're gonna be out of here in like what, 10 days anyways. I also have this project bag. Here's another one that actually, this is so sad. I had this in the car and I was making an ear warmer and I had a bottle of Coke in here and I went into my in-laws house, and when I came out and picked my bag up, the Coke had leaked all over the bag. You can't even see it on camera. Can you kind of see? And so there's a stain on the bag. The wool was all wet, so I'm actually going to throw this away, which is so frustrating because this is such a beautiful deep green colour and it's basically a full ball and nearly a full ear warmer, so that's a real shame, but I am going to throw it away. And this, I'm hoping if I put it in the washing machine it might be okay. It says I can machine wash it, so that's going to go in the washing machine and hopefully it comes out looking okay. I have another bag with more yarn. Look at this colour. This yarn, this is the Women's Institute yarn. It's always 3 for 2 at Hobbycraft, so if I ever need anything, like I needed 2 balls of black and so I was going to get a free one anyway. Hello, free yarn. So I picked up this colour which I've never had before. This is the colour Petrol and it's like a blue, like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a teal, I suppose, like a teal turquoise colour. Really beautiful, and I don't have that one. And now I do. That's another empty bag. I have 3 mystery bags left. Let's open them and see what's inside. Okay, I've opened those. I've taken all the items out. They were very similar. Like they all had a little cup cozy in. They all had a scrunchie in. They all had a little earphone buddy cable tidy thing. They all had a tree ornament, and then some of them, only one, had a little mushroom crystal pouch thing, so someone missed out there. I am going to pause. I need to go and make dinner before I go to work, and then I'm going to come back when I finish work and finish it off. I think I've made really good progress. I can see it being finished, but I need to go to work. I'm back. I'm ready to do some more. I got a coffee on the way home, so I am well and truly ready to do this now. So now that I've opened the mystery boxes, I've got everything out of those. I'm going to put everything like scrunchies in here, etc. Okay, so this is all things I'm going to put away in the loft. I'm going to put it just out on the landing for now because I think the lid is downstairs and I can't be bothered going to get it. Okay, it's feeling a lot clearer in here now. I have this shiny jelly baby, which that's a bit annoying actually because this is the only shiny one I have left. All the rest got made into scrunchies. I wasn't vibing with this one. Like, the shine doesn't really show up on camera. I guess you can kind of see it. I just wasn't vibing with this colour, so I didn't make as many, and now it's the only one I have. Stick it there, it'll be fine. Let's go to the floor. Okay, so I have this box. This box has stuff for like setting up for the stall. So this is the banner that Grace made. I actually had to tie yarn onto it because I didn't think of how I was going to hang it up. We hung it from the front of the stall with wool that I had with me, yarn that I had with me. But I do want to put this up in here. I've said this before, so I'm going to leave this out. I think I want to put a stick across the top of it so that I can just hang it on the wall. So I'm going to put it in the whip box because I really want to do an episode of Stitch It or Ditch It that's all tapestry crochet. I have some tapestry crochet that is like on my hook that I've not finished yet. I've got stuff in here that just needs like the back put on it. I've got stuff that needs a stick on it. Like, I've got a few different pieces of tapestry crochet that just needs finishing, so I want to do a Stitch It or Ditch It of finishing that. So also in here is some coat hangers that I used for hanging scarves up on a clothing rail. I'm just going to leave those in here because I don't need them. I bought them specially, so I'll leave them in there for next time. Oh my god, I was looking for these. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I looked everywhere for these and couldn't freaking find them. That's going in the box too. So mad. I have these little mini whatsits. Don't know what to call them. They can go in there too because that's all I use them for. Maybe my business cards could go in. No, leave the business cards out. I have some bags here, but Grace bought these, so I'm going to give those back to Grace. Again, the lid for this box, your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I will find it though. I'm hoping they're just downstairs and that can go in the loft. Okay, you know what? The floor is clear now, which I couldn't say at the beginning. I really need to work out angles in here and I say that every time. All that's left really is the desk. Once the desk is clear, I can start like organising things rather than just like putting stuff away, if that makes sense. Side note, right, so these are my old business cards. These are my new ones. Why are they two different colours? These are the same, like the fronts are the same PDF, two different colours. What's that about? This is the colour of my business. This is grey. My card reader, I'm going to put that away for the year 2. Even though it's only like, I want to say 2:30, I am losing light. I think it's like an overcast day, so it's not very bright outside. Oh, there's little birds in my tree. Anyway, so I am losing light, as I was saying, so I do want to try and get everything filmed as quickly as I can. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add another cube onto here. I've got the extra parts, so I might as well. I actually got these off my neighbour who was throwing them away. She had put them outside her house and she was going to put them on Facebook Marketplace for free, and I was like, hey, so you have some stuff outside your house, can I have it please? And she said that I could have it because she was just going to get rid of it, so that was really nice of her. Just imagine that this is on top because I'm going to have to get the connectors from my husband. I don't know where he's put them. But I'm going to leave this clear for now because I am going to be doing a temperature blanket in 2026, but not a 2026 temperature blanket. I'm actually going to be doing a temperature blanket for the first year that my daughter was born. So like her first year of life, a temperature blanket for that. Like starting on the day that she was born and then ending the day before her first birthday. So I have the yarn all in my basket on Wool Warehouse, but I am waiting until the January sales, like just in case. You never know, they might throw out a discount code, and so I'm going to wait until the January sales, order that, and then I'm going to put it in here and keep it all in here. Then that's all separate. So I'm going to put this there for now and then find out where the connectors are. I started clearing off just like some random crap, and I found the tapestry piece I was saying that still has all the yarn attached. So I'm going to put it in an organza bag. This is a huge one and this is tiny, but then it's all kept together. I think especially if it's something like tapestry crochet where you cannot like pull something out and you sort of like lost, it just keeps everything together, you know. My whip box is back to being bulging open, so I definitely see some Stitch It or Ditch It's in my future. This yarn, I took it out to make a hot water bottle cover, and then I like got my hook ready and my yarn ready, and I looked at the pattern and I went, Nah, it was too hard. Okay, everything else is just like bits and pieces, so I'm going to get everything put away and then I'll give you like the tour of how well I've done, I guess. Okay, it's finished. I found this ivy cardigan while I was tidying, which I've never worn. I actually made this for Mayfair. If you follow me on TikTok, you know all about that. And I didn't wear it. I made it in time and everything and didn't wear it. And it's super cute. I definitely want to make more of these, and I think these would be really cute for like a spring summer market as well. Super cute. I love this. Yeah, finished. Let me show you around. Let me try and show you the wall. There is a space here, which just means I need to buy more yarn. This has just some stuff like my bandanas for summer, my cardigan, some things I've made that are like mine that I don't necessarily want to put in my wardrobe. This one is still empty. There is still stuff on top of here that I'm just not in the mood to go through right now because there's like all kinds in there. Okay, I tried to carry you around to show you, but it just wasn't working. So let me just explain. This has never been so clear, ever. In all of these videos I've done, this has never been so clear. The top of here, again, I'm going to do that another day. I just don't have the time to sit and go through and reorganise everything right now. I had a space here, which was actually the Karen cakes that I had. They were in there, but they have since been made into blankets for Christmas presents. So my tweed yarn has gone in there for now. I might end up moving it over here, but that's where it is. This is like the catch-all cubby. This is like the miscellaneous cubby. All my DK is back and it is looking a lot more dwindled down now. I've definitely used a lot of this. Looking a bit different now. This is all Hayfield bonus DK, and it's all, I've used a lot of it while I was getting ready for my markets, which surprised me actually. So that's looking like it might need a refill too. We've got this, which is going to be my temperature blanket cubby, this which is my book cozy cubby, and then I have down here I just have things for like filming, so like my tripod's got there, my granny square deck is there just because I've been doing that series, and then my eyes fit in here as well, which if you don't remember, they were in this basket on the windowsill and this basket didn't close, but they fit nicely in the cubby, so that's there. Underneath the desk I also have my project bags, and yeah, it's finished. I decided to sit down to talk to you to finish this off just simply because I can. I've also just realised that I've worn 3 different cardigans in this video. I don't know why. I just find things and I put them on, okay? So that's it. The room is back to being in a usable state. I'm so happy that I can actually sit in this room again. It's looking like an actual functioning room again. It's amazing. I have so many big plans for 2026, and having this room in a functioning state is just going to make that so much easier for me. That being said, if you're not subscribed already, now is the time to do it, because 2026 is going to be my year and there's going to be so much content in 2026, and I'm really excited for the things that I have planned already. I'm sure I have a subscriber goal for 2026, but if you want to help me towards it, go ahead and subscribe. That would really help me out. All that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.